So this is the Kunjed Gyalpo, Sarva Dharma Mahasandhi Bodhicitta Kulya Rajatantra. And remember, it's written like a play between Samantabhadra, like the Dharmakaya, and then Dorje Lekpa, or Sattvavadra in the Sanskrit, who's like the Sambhogakaya. So if you remember the dream analogy, this is like a conversation between the space in which the dream occurs and the cognizance that's painting the dream. And we're reading from a translation by Jim Valby from the book The Ornament of Samantabhadra. So this is chapter 8, the creation of all dimensions. So let's read it. Then the all-creating monarch, pure perfect presence, Bodhicitta, spoke about how all phenomena created from the one just thatness appear as the three aspects in just thatness. Each of these three aspects manifests separately. So remember, the three will be the kayas, the Dharmakaya, the Sambhogakaya, the Nirmanakaya. In a dream, that would be like the space, the cognizance, and the appearances. And although they manifest separately here, they're not actually separate. You can't, in a dream, chop out the cognizance from the space. You can't have the appearances without the space. You can't have the space without the cognizance, and so on. We just talk about them as separate because it's kind of easier conceptually. Our minds are just like that. So it says, hey, Mahasattva, my one just thatness appears as three perfections, because the unborn essence abides in the same way as presence. Just thatness appears as an object. This object is the just thatness of everything. So when a phenomenon appears, the previous chapters talked about this too. When a phenomenon appears, where is it appearing? Well, in the Dharmakaya. How does it get its presence? Where does its presence come from? You know that it's arising. You know that because it's made of presence. Did it borrow that from somewhere else? Did it steal presence from awareness, take a piece, and then give it back? No. You know that because you haven't experienced anything like that. It is the same presence. Exactly the same presence. It already is that. So what's appearing does not differ from awareness. Thus, the appearance of the object is, it says here, the just thatness of everything. It's not a contradiction. The only way to make it a contradiction and to start going into samsara and nirvana, deciding whether things are pure or impure, is to activate conceptual mind and start deciding whether things are pure or impure. If you don't do that, then it doesn't belong to that dichotomy. It just is awareness without you labeling it as such. There's no other way to rest. So Samantabhadra continues. Thus, when one examines all vehicles, meaning the yanas, one sees just thatness. The three kaya teachers, who teach vehicles of cause and effect, manifest from unobscured self-originated wisdom. Some manifest as Nirmanakaya teachers of causes. Some manifest as Sambhogakaya teachers of the relationship between causes and effects. And some manifest as Dharmakaya teachers of effects. Yeah, an effect here would be Buddha. A cause would be sentient beings. And and causes becoming effects would be teachings. Sentient beings do practices to achieve the state of Buddhahood. Buddhas rest in the Dharma Dhatu. So here it's nothing like that. If you don't make these distinctions, then there's no need to have causes. You can be free from them. So nothing like that is taught here. So it says Buddhas and sentient beings arise from the 5 types of self-originated wisdom, which directly manifest compassionate Tujji energies as the objective goals of the teachings and as the retinues. To these assembled retinues, the 3 Kaya teachers of cause and effect teach different views to the disciples about the one dimension, just thatness. Some are taught about a dimension to renounce or block. Some are taught to purify and travel. Some are taught purity through empowering energy. Some are taught realization through acceptance and rejection. Some are taught that their own being is pure. All of these paths teach struggle and achievement. These 3 Kaya teachers explain based upon their understanding of the capacities of the followers of cause and effect vehicles. But the 2 types, cause-oriented and goal-oriented vehicles, which we covered in the last recording, never move outside just thatness. This is my Lung teaching as the All-Creator. So that for the Nyingma tradition, this would include Shravakayana all the way through the 8th yana Anu Yoga. The intrinsic nature of just thatness is as follows. I, the All-Creator, am just thatness. You see? It's defined here for you. Dawai likes to bring up that people can misconstrue this text because it says, I, the All-Creator, as meaning some God or external entity. No, I, the All-Creator, am just thatness. This just thatness for you, the same one. So it says, everything created by me is just thatness. The 6 sense objects are created by me. So this would be the 5 normal senses we talk about, plus thoughts and emotions as the 6th. Whatever appears, in other words. The 6 sense capacities are my rigpa. The groups of sense consciousnesses are my self-originated wisdom. The 5 great elements, the 5 causes of everything, are just thatness. This is actually the same thing that we're reading now in the Way of Abiding, isn't it? Exactly the same. A nice synergy. So it says the 5 self-originated wisdoms of Tujji energies and the manifestations of the 6 lokas. Again, that's like hell beings, animals, hungry ghosts, all the way through gods. So all beings. And 3 realms, form, formless, and desire, are the nature of just thatness. Again, so everything. Pure and impure, holy and unholy. The essence of just thatness is the true nature of non-duality. While this essence abides in the one wisdom. I don't know how I feel about wisdom. But we can keep it. The manifestations of 4 classes of yoga arise from the 4 types of yoga practitioners. So this would be the Vajrayana, right? Including Ati, which is what we practice. Hey, Mahasattva. Oh, hey, Leo. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Dorje. Could you, for those of us' sake who need a little refresher on the 4 yogas, just go over them real quick?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm not an expert on them because I've never practiced them. Yeah, she put them in the sidebar there. There's Yoga Tantra, Maha Yoga, Anu Yoga, Hatha Yoga. It's essentially Tantra. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Dawai has a video explaining them. We covered them during the retreat too. It might be from that. But yeah, basically, um, remember that the yanas are kind of fractal. So when, for example, in Anu Yoga, they have Zogrim, they have Lamrim, like a generation stage Zogrim, or Kirim. Maybe I'm forgetting my terms. I never practiced this. But essentially, when they relax everything, any visualization, they're resting in emptiness. And it's the same emptiness as Dzogchen. They don't have a different emptiness. It's just that there are teachings of doing along that path, a slight amount of effort. So that completion is still seen as the effect of a cause. Whereas here it's not. That's the main takeaway. And this awareness that's already present is not caused. You can't cause it more, you can't take away from it. Make sense?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Oh yeah, and Yeshi reminds that wisdom here refers to Dharmakaya, which would be emptiness. So in the one wisdom, Dawei mentioned that last time. I'm repeating it so I remember. Wisdom means emptiness. Thank you, Dawei. Thank you, Yeshi. Hey, Mahasattva. Listen, this pure perfect presence, the source of all, is the natural state of all phenomena, which primordially abide in authentic just thatness. When followers of the four types, answering Leo's question, Ati Yoga, Anu Yoga, Maha Yoga, and Sattva Yoga, see the non-acting natural state of the ultimate source, four different ways to experience the dimension arise. Followers of Sattva Yoga, thoroughly answering Leo's question, experience objects and sense organs as impure. Oh yeah, that always happens, Leo. It's just funny how it goes like that. After empowerment through the 5 factors of manifest enlightenment and the 4 types of magical displays, they see a duality of sattva and deity. They do not see the natural condition of the quintessential source. And sattva here would be like your conditioned mind, maybe. There's a duality between you, the practitioner, and the deity, the guru, whatever's being visualized. Sattvas, it says, should relax in unfabricated just thatness. In the effortless natural condition, the ultimate source, followers of Maha Yoga consider that their pure mind streams are the mandala. Using the cause of the 3 contemplations, they meditate the mandala of deity as the effect. After completing the branches of the 4 aspects of approach and achievement, they consider their state of emanation and reabsorption to be the self-perfected mandala. They do not experience the natural state, the ultimate source. Followers of Maha Yoga should relax in unfabricated just thatness. Followers of Anu Yoga have their view of the ultimate source, the non-acting natural condition. They consider that space is the cause of the source, the natural state. And they consider that total wisdom is the effect of the natural state, because they see a duality of cause and effect in the one source. They do not see the natural state beyond cause and effect. Followers of Anu Yoga should relax in unfabricated just thatness. In the ultimate source, the non-acting natural state, followers of Ati Yoga, or Dzogchen, experience the Dzogchen view. They see that pure perfect presence is the source of all. So remember, this is explained as the union of the three kayas, or bodhicitta. They see that this unfabricated source is the ultimate natural state. They relax in the view primordially beyond cultivation. They relax in the samaya primordially beyond preservation. And they relax in the sacred activity primordially beyond effort. Relaxing, they naturally integrate in just thatness. So this is what we practice here. Just like Longchenpa said in the last reading. Ultimately, the instruction is to rest, recognize awareness, and rest. If there are any doings, let them be. There's nothing to accomplish, there's nothing to change. There's no correct view to have other than the view of awareness, which is already naturally held. So it says the four types of yoga have different views, and each yoga has four subdivisions. Sattva yoga is subdivided into four categories. Those with the attitude that objects and the senses are empty and non-conceptual, called Sattva yoga of Sattva yoga. Oh, see, now we're talking about how the yanas are contained within each other, like was mentioned before. Well, this is kind of nice. It's fun how that happened. So those who use the factors of manifest enlightenment, blessings and miracles, are called Mahayoga of Sattva yoga. Those who use the four great mudras are called Anu yoga of Sattva yoga, and those with the view then that Samya Sattva and Jnana Sattva have no essence. So I guess wisdom of Samaya and wisdom of wisdom. Maybe someone can help me. Yeah, I see the Samaya. Sattva as a prefix, I guess, would be like knowledge. So knowledge of correct Samaya, knowledge of correct wisdom. So seeing that these have no essence are called practitioners of Sattva yoga with knowledge of Ati yoga. Yeah, that makes sense. So seeing that they are all, whatever is being taught there is already empty. It says none of these practitioners experience the yoga beyond acceptance and rejection. Mahayoga is subdivided into four categories. Those who consider the three types of contemplation are called Sattva yoga of Mahayoga. Those who experience their purified mind streams as wisdom are called Mahayoga of Mahayoga. Those who totally complete the four aspects of achievement are called Anu yoga of Mahayoga. And those who experience everything as their own total state are called Ati yoga of Mahayoga. None of these practitioners experience the natural state beyond struggle and achievement. Anu yoga has four categories. Those who do not use contemplation to gradually visualize themselves as the body of the deity, but consider instantly that the real condition is their pure mind stream, are called Sattva yoga of Anu yoga. Those who do not rely upon unifying father-mother with mother prajna, but instead complete the mandala using only the essence mantra, are said to have the understanding of Mahayoga of Anu yoga. Those who experience essenceless manifestations in the real condition are called Anu yoga of Anu yoga. And those who experience all phenomena, however they manifest, as the indivisibility of space cause and wisdom effect, are called Ati yoga of Anu yoga. None of these practitioners experience the natural state beyond cause and effect. Okay, so now we've covered all the yogas but Ati. Ati yoga has four categories. So this is talking about us.
You better not.
Mhm. Practitioners of pure perfect presence, beyond acceptance and rejection, are called Sattva Yoga of Ati Yoga. Practitioners of pure perfect presence, beyond struggle and achievement, are called Maha Yoga of Ati Yoga. Practitioners of pure perfect presence, beyond cause and effect, are called Anu Yoga of Ati Yoga. Practitioners who transcend being, non-being, affirmation, and negation are called by me Ati Yoga of Ati Yoga. So essentially, based on how much is put down, what views are you still holding? Whatever views that are still being held determines like a category in this classification. And the last one is simply non-duality. Look at what it says: being, non-being, affirmation, and negation. To not hold that is to hold duality. Or to not be in that category is to still hold some dualism. Which again, of course, does not mean destroying dualities. It means naturally seeing how there already is not a duality, thus transcending any need to do anything about that. So followers of the three yogas, Hanu Yoga and so forth, do not experience self-originated wisdom, total self-originated wisdom. They travel on paths and purify on levels. They correctly preserve samayas, and they meditate according to their views. Thus, there does not exist the Ati Yoga view and behavior called the fierce quick step. Yes, kama.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's Dawai. I just wanted to say it's unique to call it Sattva Yoga. It seems to be a summarization of yanas 4, 5, and 6, which would be Kriya, Charya, and Yoga. Because Sattva relates to the deity. And so Kriya, Charya, and Yoga are all associated with Jhana Sattva. Right? Because when we study the 9 yanas, we don't use Sattva yana. That's unique to this Kunjed Gyalpo. So I was just looking for clarity on that. And it looks like 4, 5, and 6, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember looking it up earlier, I think on Rigpa Wiki, and I think it agrees with that. I wasn't familiar with that term. Oh, thank you, Dawai. Nishi, how much is left in this? Because I know we're a little over. I don't want to keep people. Oh, it's basically the end. Okay. We'll read that.
I don't know how to change it from the dot.
Oh, you might have to rejoin, but the dot is good. So it says, because the view and behavior of Ati Yoga are already primordially created by the all-creating state, there are no paths to travel, no levels to purify, no samayas to preserve, and no view to meditate. Now, this is what Longchenpa quoted. There's nowhere to get to. As Dawai would say, you've already arrived. So earlier people were taught levels and paths. Can you put that down? What is it like if you do? What if you're already retired? There's nothing left for you to accomplish. Everyone is happy with you. And of course, why is this? Why are there no paths? Because awareness itself is taken as the path. Awareness does not change. Thus, although there's the path of resting in awareness, it entails no change. Why is there nothing to purify? Well, because awareness can't be purified. There's no change. There's no need to purify what's already pure. Or, it's called pure or perfect. But essentially, it's presence. Presence has no flaw. No samayas to preserve, because you can't stop awareness from being ineffable, open, purely present, or one, even. And no view on which to meditate, because a view would be a phenomenon. It would be like a belief, a doing within that presence. So you see, it already maintains itself. Thus, nothing to accomplish. So it says, because everything arises on the path of total, pure, perfect presence, the state of pure, perfect presence does not travel to the state of pure, perfect presence. Yeah, there's no path to get from itself to itself. Because the level to travel to is nothing other than the state of pure, perfect presence. You see, we should always read on before commenting, because it says it anyway. So, because the level to travel to is nothing other than the state of pure, perfect presence, then the state of pure, perfect presence does not purify the state of pure, perfect presence, because it's already pure. There's no such thing as impure. Because the essence of samayas is the state of pure, perfect presence. The state of pure, perfect presence does not need to preserve and does not preserve the state of pure, perfect presence. Because the essence of meditation is the state of pure, perfect presence. The state of pure, perfect presence does not meditate itself. Because the object to view is the state of pure, perfect presence. The state of pure, perfect presence does not view itself. Thus, the view and behavior of Ati Yoga beyond action has the fierce, quick step, self-originated wisdom, recognizing that this is the case, recognizing the presence. This is the step of me, the all-creating monarch. This is not the experiential dimension of those who follow vehicles of cause and effect. Thus he spoke. From the all-creating monarch, pure perfect presence, this concludes the 8th chapter about the creation of all dimensions of the real condition from the essence of the real condition. Leo says drink water every time it says pure perfect presence. Yeah, that's their word for bodhicitta. So we could also call it bodhicitta. But the point of calling it pure perfect presence is to remind you that it's the union of the 3 kayas. Now, however you want to call it, I'm not picky. Well, thank you, everyone, and thank you for staying a little later. So this is where, at least one of the chapters where Longchenpa quoted from The Way of the Biting. So it's nice that we get to explore it in 2 dimensions. Yeah, they have the presence as the Nirmanakaya. The commentary is somewhat insistent on that. So Dawai suggests pure presence perfect. Why not? Any comments, questions?
I don't know why it's different.
Yeah, I don't know either.
The commentary is by who?
Ishi.
So,
It's in the
Khenpo?
no, it was in the 1300s. Yeah, Ishi has it here. It would be on the title. It's on the title page, like the cover of the book.
Well, it's interesting because you can't base everything off one commentary, but
Yeah, Khenpo, Zhenphen, Öser.
yes, it was a Khenpo.
Yeah, it's just one commentary. The translation is just specially written to align with this commentary.
Oh, okay.
But then we read the thing from Longchenpa, where essence and nature, nature and essence, and he said it's all the same. So it's all the same, I guess.
Yeah, I think it works. I think because of the sort of technical aspect to it all and the nuances, that if we keep it consistent, it's highly beneficial to people who want to study in depth or basically have guidelines as they go. There's nothing wrong with that. All the way to the summit, having a Sherpa. So I think pretty much more sources say that appearances, Nirmanakaya, is perfection. The cognizant aspect is presence, like spontaneous presence. And then the empty aspect is Dharmakaya, the essence, where the cognizant aspect would be the nature. And then there is a sort of subdivision in the Nirmanakaya because there's the expression and the ability to express.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking about that not too long ago. It's like the appearances and the capacity.
Yeah. And this group is pioneering all of this. So I think it's totally appropriate to say that a lot of times those two get coupled into the Nirmanakaya.
Yeah, thanks, Dawai. Yeah, that's how I understand it too. Yeah, Leo.
I just have another question on this. I also think I've heard, and I totally forget where I heard or read this, but Nirmanakaya being described as compassion. Does anybody have anything to say about that, or any? I don't know if I quite understand that. So any help in understanding that?
Hmm. Maybe I've heard it more in the Sambhogakaya, but I'm not really picky. It makes sense there too. The
That's the
display.
Tuji. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Yeah.
Well, it's compassionate because everything that appears is happening in order to bring you back home, just to put it bluntly. Everything is a kind of lesson until it's not.
Yeah, it's all pointing out its own nature.
Yeah, and then when it's not, it's like holding you. So it's still compassion.
Yeah, very nice question. Yeah, Victor.
Hey guys, good night. I just want to share my appreciation and thanks to Dawai, to Dorje, and Yeshi for holding this sangha because sometimes, even before I met you guys, this world, it kind of feels like that movie they live, right? Because the people that I interact with, my family and friends, they don't really show interest. But I know now more than ever that they do indeed share the Buddha nature, and that is their intrinsic nature, right? But sometimes it is scary. And but I know now, right? Now I know, and maybe I've always known deep inside that I am being held and that I am loved, even when I don't love myself sometimes. And just that, just now the time shift kind of was unexpected, so I'm not coming here as often. And I wanted to also share that what about what Colin said, that sometimes I don't feel worthy of being in this group, and also because it's such a high and subtle teaching that sometimes I don't feel I have the capacity, right? But I know that I am learning and that I have it in me, especially with such great teachers as you guys are. So yeah, just thank you guys.
Well, thank you, Victor. Yeah, you are the Sangha too. We're all building this together.
You are worthy.
Yes. Yeah, earlier we were talking about maybe it's easier to love other people at first than to love yourself. And it could be that way. But whatever is preventing that just kind of naturally falls off. And then no real enemies. Nothing really left to fight with, including yourself. That's a wonderful share, Victor. Thank you. Does Brazil get daylight savings time? Can you join more maybe in a few weeks?
Yeah, but it's not the same as you guys.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dorje, are you living near Dawei? Because I heard him say that you were up the road today, but I think it was kind of a figurative of expression.
Well, yeah, I'm maybe 6 hours away. So not too close, but pretty close.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in Colorado, which is the state just north of New Mexico. All right, well, thank you everyone for staying extra. Maybe let's end here. So there are sentient beings in this presence who are suffering. Any merit we may have generated here today, we can dedicate it all to them in a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone.